Levi Maestro could go one of two ways here. Because here's the thing. I worry with this that we're...
Oh, boy.
Because
after
now, if you remember, Levi Maestro is the guy that had a watch that doesn't tell time. Because if you're focused on what you love, time shouldn't matter.
It says something about you. It talks about your dedication.
So if you missed that podcast, look it up. Now, this video is interesting because it was sent to us by a listener, and I asked Jesse when I saw this. I'm like, are we going after this guy personally? And if that's the case, I felt sort of bad.
It's a podcast segment about a guy.
But Jesse said, no, we have to do this. We have to talk about this. So
what does bored Morgan Freeman have to say?
That's kind of what he sounds like.
I'm selling watches.
So I am going to play for you a video. It is 2 minutes and 14 seconds long. We can stop and start, but let it breathe a little bit here because I want you to understand what's going on here.
All I want for Christmas is Mike Francesa watching Levi Maestro.
So here we go.
I am Levi Maestro, and I'm a creative artist.
Pause it?
This is the new term to...
Already?
What happened to his voice?
Well, hang on. It'll come back. It'll come back. Just let it breathe. Like I said, you got to let this breathe.
I am Levi Maestro, and I'm a creative artist. This is the new term to refer to yourself as a general creative person. I am beginning to realize how important it is to never lose sight of the thing that you love the most or the thing that you feel you're most talented at. And for me, that will always be videos.
A rare day in Los Angeles. As last night it rained, it's so clear right now you can see for miles. There's still a little gray over here because I think some more rain is coming, but it's beautiful.
Who cares?
If I did not have to carry a laptop around or a camera around, I would never use a backpack.
Can you pause it?
Who likes to have anything on their back? Like as a figure of speech, right? We don't ever... But it's like, my backpack is me putting in work because all the things that I contain in my bag are things that I use to work and to make money.
So I want to ask you, the video is called Levi Maestro Coastal Creativity. A lot of pictures of him skateboarding and taking videos of himself by the beach and talking about the forecast. What is this video about?
I'll tell you what he reminds me of. An exercise from drama class where you were not allowed to stop talking.
I remember that.
The way he taught, they give you a subject. Yeah. You're at the gas station. I'm at the gas station and I'm filling up my car, and maybe I'll go into the station and get a bag of chips. Chips are one of my favorite things to buy at the gas station, and maybe I'll clean off my car while I'm at the gas station. And you know, that reminds me I should wash my clothes when I get home. And then, holy shit, Levi, what are you getting to? How far into the video are we? You haven't said a damn thing.
So that's why I'm asking the question.
He said something very important.
I want to ask you, and Jesse, don't give this away. What is this video about?
Is it just about him, or is he selling something?
I'm asking you a question. What do you think the video is about? At this point, we are 59 seconds in.
All I could think the entire video was there's nothing in that fucking backpack.
All right.
He is selling an empty backpack.
So let's continue.
And those are the things that we need to do.
It's a backpack you can't open.
To keep going. All I ever used to do the things that I really enjoyed in my life was a skateboard, a video camera, and a computer. So in case fit into my life in that way, I just remembered it coming so
Did you hear it?
Synchronized.
No, I think I missed it.
The Apple computer.
Okay. And so so we're gonna play that part one more time. Don't say it. Don't say it. Ready?
In case fit into my life in that way. I just remembered it coming so synchronized with the Apple computer. And I thought that's very unique because I hadn't seen a pairing that I could remember that felt so obvious. It was like, oh, if you're gonna have an Apple computer and you're gonna have a backpack, then you're gonna have an in-case backpack.
What? The fuck is he selling?
If anybody had ever seen Maestro knows they got one thing from it, and that thing was motivation. It didn't matter if the kid wanted to be a DJ.
Who is this guy?
Or a chef.
This isn't the same person who did the watch commercial.
So again,
this isn't the same guy.
Anybody's seen Maestro?
Maestro Knows, which was his video series apparently that made him a YouTube star. But he
talks like someone doing an impression of Ice-T.
So
doesn't he?
Let's continue.
What happened?
I want to play it one more time.
So, in case fit into my life in that way, I just remembered it coming so synchronized with the Apple computer. And I thought that's very unique because I hadn't seen a pairing that I could remember that felt so obvious. It was like, oh, if you're gonna have an Apple computer and you're gonna have a backpack, then you're gonna have an in-case backpack.
So what's he selling?
A laptop backpack?
Bingo! Ding 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 ding.
That's called a backpack, Levi! What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Sell me a pencil next!
It's an in-case backpack.
Call it a handwrite thing!
So,
oh my God.
We're gonna finish off the video.
It's made of nothing but wood, graphite, and your own mind. So this guy is a schmuck.
Well, it took him 59 seconds in the video to even hit the fact that he was talking about a backpack. But we got to finish the video. Keep listening.
If anybody had ever seen Maestro Knows, they got one thing from it, and that thing was motivation. It didn't matter if the kid wanted to be a DJ or a chef or make videos just like me. They were motivated to go and pursue what they loved. This time around, I'm really just focusing on self-discipline and making my stories where I'm happy with them and letting the rest be the rest.
So I'm confused. Was that a vlog or a commercial for his backpack?
That was a 2-minute commercial for his in-case backpack. Called Coastal Creativity. Nowhere on there does it mark ad, by the way. Which I think you're supposed to do in the States. However, it is on the in-case YouTube page, so I'm assuming that people just assume.
I'm trying to remember who was talking about it. It might have been Joe Rogan. Or was it? It was a comedian, I think. I'm trying to remember who it was. But it's basically people decide, I'm going to make this person successful. They don't like his products. They're not particularly interested in anything. They don't have this desire to buy them, but they're like, fuck it. I'm team this guy, and they're going to succeed. God damn it, I'm going to go to a Dane Cook show. I'm not going to laugh at a single joke, but I'm going to yell and scream and cheer him the whole fucking time. Because go Dane Cook. Go Dane Cook. I'm one of the first guys to follow him on MySpace. Let's do it. What is this cultural phenomenon?
Well, and I think that leads me to this.
He's like a Kardashian who was never famous in the first place. People just decided this... he makes his living doing this shit?
Apparently so. And that's why I think you're going to find this next piece of information interesting.
What the fuck?
You haven't even what the fucked yet.
It's a $500 backpack, guaranteed.
Well, I mean, I think everything in-case is pretty expensive. I've had in-case cases. I've never had an in-case backpack,
what does that mean, in-case?
In-case is just the one they sell in the Apple Store.
Yeah.
That's all. And that's why he's like... He was like synchronized. He said MacBooks are synchronized with the case. I don't think they're synchronized as in
that fits so well with my MacBook.
But he said synchronized, which I think is hilarious because the only reason people buy in-case cases is just because that's the one that's there when you're buying your new laptop, right?
Did you know that any 15-inch laptop slot fits a 15-inch laptop?
I believe though synchronization is always an issue. Now. We're not done. And
Levi Maestro owes me lunch money if I ever see him. I can't believe people like this exist.
We're not done. We're not done. And you're right. I think you make a great point about people that just decide, bingo, someone's famous. Because I looked up his Maestro Knows series. I don't see a whole lot of traction there. Now, I could be looking at the wrong things, and he might reach out to the show and contact us and correct me, and I'm open to that. But here's what I do know.
Levi, what do you do? That will be my lead.
On FoxSports.com. Los Angeles-based filmmaker / personality Levi Maestro is creating a new online series for Fox Sports entitled The Maestro.
What?
The series will be, and this is from 2015, by the way. The series will be an adapted format of Levi's current series, Maestro Knows, which began in 2009 and features short film pieces that entertain and educate audiences. And the idea with this is to bring you closer to the athletes. So one video I looked up with Chris, it was
Humphreys?
Love. Cavaliers. Love. Kevin Love. They have, basically, they're in Kevin Love's house, and he presents him with a piece of art that his friend made, and he's like, oh, that's cool, and Kevin Love's, oh, that's cool, and that's it. It's like a 1-minute video. Now,
he got close enough to Kevin Love.
Absolutely. There's actually a bunch of people. Randall Cobb, he gets to hang out with, a few other people. And the idea with this is that he's supposed to bring you closer to the athletes and take them out of their comfort zone. I just want to point out.
Am I being a hypocrite?
I just want to point out that Levi Maestro did, and still probably does, digital videos for Fox Sports 1. To put this into context, Levi Maestro is now to Fox Sports 1 what Steve Dangle is to Sportsnet.
This is the thing. Am I a hypocrite? Because, man, people comment on my shit.
That's so true.
People comment on my shit all the time. How the fuck does this guy get... Like, how is he allowed to talk to the Leafs?
But I think the difference is, Steve, you had a following. You had a following.
Not a huge one.
Okay, but
not by YouTube standards. And by the way, I love you all. It's not about the number.
You had a following.
Yeah.
You had a following.
This guy was just some guy.
He was a guy that made videos, but I'm not sure that he had a following. And that's my point in saying I looked up Maestro Knows. I'm not seeing any numbers that suggest to me there was any legitimate following here. And the Maestro Knows series, it's like vlogging in 2009, which was just boring. Like there's nothing going on.
You know what? I would be fascinated to talk to this guy. I would actually.
I would too.
Because I can guarantee you I know you exactly how he is, and I've met a few people like this in my life.
YouTubers?
No. They're not necessarily bad people. They're not necessarily dumb. They're not necessarily talentless. They're just these people who waltz through life and they get everything. They get everything, and you go, how the fuck do you do it? Are they good at networking? No, you're not even a good communicator. Does he have good ideas? No, they're all shit. How does he do it? And we sit here and yell and scream, and then you're a hater. But it's like, I don't get it. I'm fucking flabbergasted.
And I think those people are also ignorant to the fact that they have no skill.
Oh, my 100%.
He doesn't know himself that he is clueless to everything.
I'll tell you what it is right now.
It's kind of the beauty about him. It's like a confident Forrest Gump. A confident, not humble Forrest Gump.
It's somebody who's great at salesmanship.
No, he didn't sell me that shit.
You.
Yeah, not to in the videos, maybe.
But it is very clear that somebody at Fox Sports 1 believed in him.
And somebody
which is more than I can say for us. No one at Fox Sports 1 believes in us.
He went
Sportsnet
to
does, thank God.
Or InCase reached out to him and they struck
paid him
up
a lot
deal.
of money. Yeah. And so I can't hate that on his behalf.
Yeah.
I have to say I don't think his content goes anywhere. There's nothing about the first minute of that video that makes any sort of sense.
This is one of those.
It's just he's speaking in rhetoric. He'd be a great politician.
This is one of those mindfuck things. I'm sitting here going, do I do anything? Do I do anything?
You do content.
Am I him? Am I just Canadian him?
No.
I hope not.
No, you're not. That's why I wanted that.
I think I work hard. I think I make a bunch of shit. Maybe I don't.
I wanted Steve to laugh a little bit more.
You told the robot that he's a robot, and now it's going on a loop in his mind.
You know what? This is that scene from Rick and Morty. What is my purpose? You pass butter. Oh my God. I'm the robot that passes butter.
You made him aware, and it's not good.
Yeah. Cybernet is aware.
It's aware.
Self-aware. And now there can only be an explosion. It can only be World War III.
So
listen, I don't want to go after the guy personally, because I think personally he's probably a really nice dude.
Man, do your thing.
Do you? If you can do it, good for you. But it does make me...
I was mad when I thought he was just a con artist. But now that I know a little bit more about him, I think he's just one of those fucking people who just...
You're right.
That's why he's so good at skateboarding. Just all the way through life. I don't get it.
And he doesn't know he's doing it.
Doesn't know he's doing it.
That's the scariest part.
There's lots of people out there like that. And you know what?
I don't trust anyone who... Listen, some of the younger folks listening right now, you might not get it. And as you get older, you're going to be like, fuck, this is exactly what Steve was talking about. I am untrusting of people who I cannot explain to you how they make their money.
Me too. Very.
So what do they do? Like, my wife does this to me all the time. So what do they do? And if I'm Elmer Fuddin after 30 seconds, ebony, that's
not
all,
trustworthy.
Folks. Because I don't know what they do.
We've had
consultant. I've met some consultants.
Yeah. Oh boy, there's a lot of consultants out there.
They exist.
Yeah. I'm in sales. I'm in consulting.
Yeah.
What do you do in sales? What kind of consulting?
I'm in business. Bye.
I'm in business.
You can't just say that. What do you do?
Technically speaking,
I have friends in business, and they tell me what they do, and then I go and I tell people what they do.
We're in business with this show. This is a business.
Yeah.
We're in the business of media. We're in that business.
I don't know what this fucking guy does. So, he's a vampire for sure.
He's a content creator. He's a liver of life.
No, here's my favorite one. Influencer.
Oh!
I have seen so many people who are not influential call themselves influencers online. You don't get to call you an influencer.
Yeah.
People call you influential or they don't. You don't get to say that about yourself. You don't get that.
What if I say he's a videographer / personality?
That's fair.
Is that enough to pin him down?
That's a conversation starter. Oh, what sort of things have you done? And then maybe he can get into it and go, I talked to Kevin Love.
And then he says, I made a video for Fox Sports where I gave Kevin Love a prize or a piece of art. A piece of art.
So I would ask him what I get asked every day. I work at Sportsnet. Well, you work at Sportsnet? Yeah. How'd that happen? And I tell them, well, it's this long process. It starts in 2007.
And Levi would say, I made this series called Maestro Knows, and then they saw it, and I told them about it, and they decided to give me...
Fuck! I'm Levi Maestro! Fuck!
There's a path to his career.
I'm some schmuck. I'm a consultant. I didn't know it.
And Steve Dangle says, I made these videos on YouTube and Sportsnet saw them. And then I said, hey, look at this backpack that fits this laptop perfectly.
You know what I got for Christmas? Self-awareness.
And then my dog got featured on the board at the ACC.
I bet people, what the fuck are you talking about? Nike sent him to this. Why is this dog on the boards at the Air Canada Center? Yeah. He literally has a recurring bit about him getting free shit, and then free shit shows up? Who the fuck is this person?
Steve.
Oh my god, I'm Levi Maestro.
You're Levi Maestro.
And I'm not even as good. I don't know how to skateboard.
We need a t-shirt. We should.
No, we need a shirt that you can't wear. That's what we need. It's a shirt that you just kind of stapled to the wall. Except he doesn't talk like that. Who is this person?
We should have a shirt that says "We are all Levi Maestro."
We are Levi Maestro.
Is this guy my Tyler Durden? At what point do I realize you're just showing me videos of myself?
You haven't been sleeping lately, have you?
Whoa! Oh my god! And you have everything from the IKEA catalog. No, you don't.
We are living in Fight Club.
Oh my god! Let's not talk about it now. Wow. I didn't realize how deep this would go. I just thought it would be a hilarious thing and we'd leave it to the side.
No, it's true.
I didn't realize.
Steve, can I tell you the difference, though? The real difference here? Can we get real? What a shem. What a shem that you are. You should be a shem.
I'm in pen right now.
Let me just dip in with some truth here.
This is hard to
tell us how to take the 405.
This is hard to explain.
The thing is, you create content that is actually robust.
Everything is content.
No,
a Tumblr is content.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You create something that is. You create robust content that has depth, content that has color, that pulls people in. That's called sticky in my world. They call it sticky content that keeps you not only engaged at the time, but coming back for more. That's what radio consultants will call that sticky content.
Sticky.
Because it's sticky. It sticks to you. You want to go back. It pulls you back in. That is what you create. That is special. So don't worry. You're not actually Levi Maestro. I just thought it was hilarious, the combination.
This is fucked. I think I might be Levi Maestro.
Can we find out what's going on in Live Vig and move on from this? Because I feel like Steve's going to be in the fetal position.
I think we're going to put Steve in one of those moods.
No.
No, I'm fine.
No, I'm kidding.
You should be very proud of what you've accomplished, my friend.
Apparently not.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. No.
Anyways.
It's a career where you do nothing.
You worked very hard for this.
He thinks that too!
You know what? I bet he does think that.
Yeah.
And I can't. Who am I to dispute that? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, let's check in with
maybe we should have done Liberty Village first.
Yeah. I think we broke him.
We broke him.
We told the robot he's a robot.
I'm wondering why anybody's my friend. I'm wondering what does my wife see in me?
Mrs. Dangle's going to hate me for this.
So we might have the most passive-aggressive Liberty Village post ever.
Whoa!
It's the only one we're doing today.
Okay. I can't wait.
And it's from Kate.
I would just like to congratulate Steve Dangle on doing so many things in his career. He must work so hard. Now, every time I get an email where someone goes, I know you're a busy guy, I'm going to think they're fucking with me.
I don't think so. I think people know. Anybody that knows you knows. Anybody that listens to this show, watches your videos, they know.
Stop it.
What? Listen, somebody's got to be there to support you when you're down. And I am a believer in Steve Dangle as much as I make fun of you.
You're one of those people who forces Levi Maestro down the rabbit hole even further. And makes him believe that he's Levi Maestro.
Levi Maestro would never be able to step out of himself.
This dude's name is like Ned Saunders.
Dude.
But one day, he had a hype man named Adam Wilde who just gave him the confidence to be Levi Maestro.
You're missing the point.
Steve Dangle, that's not a real name. Ho-hum.
Do you think Levi Maestro has ever had an existential crisis in his life? No, because he waltzes through life.
Until he hears this podcast and goes, holy fuck, am I an angry Canadian?
I just want you to know also, Becomb, his global brand that he was selling watches with, he unfortunately had to shut it down because the Kickstarter didn't kick. He posted that on his Instagram. He seems like a genuinely good dude, and I feel bad for him.
Because he's just I'm just walking through life.
I don't think that'll rattle him.
He's a happy balloon
People who are
around.
extremely successful do not let failure bother them that much. And he's a guy that I'm sure it bugged him a little bit, but I'm sure he'll move on.
I went to school. I'm not even. I can't say the name. We'll call him Joe. All the way through school, like every semester, I would show up and go, "Oh, he's still here." I thought he would have dropped out. There's no way he's passing any classes. And then, before we even graduated, he's on TV. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
What is he doing? What am I missing?
Is he still?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Wow. Well, hey, everybody's got their path.
All right, guys.
And again, I can't hate on that. He was such a nice guy.
Can't hate on that.
Such a nice guy. I loved him.
And I'm not hating on Levi. I think I would, if I were his producer, I would focus those videos up. That's for sure.
Why? He's doing so well.
Well, that's the part where I'm like, I don't see the numbers to back it up.
Who's William Ray Johnson or whatever?
Ray William Johnson.
Ray William Johnson? Oh, man, his videos are so annoying. Guess what? Millions of views. Fuck you. Like, that's how I would act if I was him.
True that.
Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry.